Things are heating up in Pittsburgh and the Steelers are in the spotlight. From an offense that ended the season in crisis to an explosive rumor involving Tyreek Hill, the news is sizzling. Could Hill be the missing piece to reignite this team? And there's more. Russell Wilson, now leading the Steelers, is ready to change the playoff narrative with his experience and hunger for victory. Don't miss out on any of these updates. Hit the like button, and let's dive into the video. Things are looking dicey for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and if there's one thing that's crystal clear after their late season meltdown, it's that this offense needs a serious spark. The team dropped 4 straight to close out 2024, and while the defense had its share of hiccups, the offense has been the main culprit. A dull playbook, shaky quarterback play, and a lack of dynamic weapons have left this unit lifeless. The Steelers are in desperate need of some juice. Enter Tyreek Hill. According to a bold prediction from TWSN, the Steelers might swing a deal this offseason to snag the $90 million superstar from the Miami Dolphins. Hill, one of the league's most explosive receivers, would bring much-needed firepower to an offense lacking a true game-changer. Imagine him lining up alongside George Pickens, if Pickens sticks around, that is. Hill's future in Miami looks murky after the team missed the playoffs. He stirred the pot with cryptic comments and even changed his profile picture on social media, fueling speculation that he wants out. "I don't even know, man," Hill said after Week 18. "This is the first time I'm not in the playoffs. I've just got to do what's best for me and my family, whether that's here or somewhere else." Translation: he's leaving the door wide open. Now, Hill didn't have his usual jaw-dropping numbers this season, partly due to Tua Tagovailoa's injuries and his own wrist issues, but he's still a threat defenses fear. If he can return to form, pairing him with Pickens would give Pittsburgh a terrifying duo. But here's the kicker: Pickens might not even be in the picture. With the 2025 season marking the final year of his rookie deal, contract talks could get messy, especially with whispers of tension between him and the team. If the Steelers decide to move on from Pickens, they'll need not 1 but 2 receivers to fill the void. Hill could be the bridge to the future, instantly becoming the go-to guy while the team retools. That said, having 2 strong personalities like Hill and Pickens on the same roster could be combustible. But hey, when your offense is running on fumes, you take the risk. Mike Tomlin has handled diva wideouts before. Remember Antonio Brown? And the Steelers might need every bit of that experience if they make a move for Hill. One thing's for sure: Pittsburgh can't afford to sit on its hands. It's time to shake things up and give this offense a reason to get excited again. What do you think? Is Tyreek Hill the right name to transform the Steelers' offense? Share your opinion in the comments. And hold on, because now we're going to talk about the impact Russell Wilson could have in the playoffs. Russell Wilson might not have hoisted a Lombardi trophy in nearly a decade, but heading into the playoffs, he's got one thing most quarterbacks envy: a track record of winning when it matters. The 13-year veteran now wearing the black and gold sits second among active QBs in playoff victories, proving that when it comes to postseason experience, he's still a guy you want in the huddle. Wilson's journey in Pittsburgh hasn't been without its ups and downs. He went 6-5 in his first season with the Steelers, guiding a team that desperately needed stability under center. Now, with a chance to snap a postseason drought for both himself and the franchise, Wilson enters the playoffs with a respectable 9-7 playoff record, trailing only Patrick Mahomes among active quarterbacks in postseason wins. Russ has been here before, 16 times to be exact. Over his playoff career, he's racked up 3,786 passing yards, 25 touchdowns, and a 61% completion rate. And while the memories of his early dominance with the Seahawks still shine brightly, the last few years haven't been as kind. After leading Seattle to 5 straight postseason appearances and 2 Super Bowls, including a win in 2013, the playoff magic fizzled. Since the heartbreak of Super Bowl X-9, Wilson has gone just 1-3 in his last 4 playoff games, with his most recent victory coming back in 2019 against the Eagles. The Steelers need the Mr. Unlimited version of Wilson to show up big if they want to rewrite their recent playoff history. Mike Tomlin's early postseason success, 2 Super Bowl trips, and a 5-2 record to start his head coaching career has given way to a brutal 3-8 stretch since 2011. It's been a tough road, with losses piling up in games that Steelers fans expect to win. If there's ever a time to flip the script, it's now. Pittsburgh kicks off its postseason with a tough road game in Baltimore, facing the division rival Ravens. The Steelers haven't won a playoff game on the road against an AFC North foe since 2015, when they outlasted the Bengals in a chaotic wild-card clash. The challenge? They've already been burned in Baltimore once this season, part of a 4-game skid that nearly derailed their playoff hopes entirely. For the Steelers to advance, Wilson and Tomlin will need to channel their early career magic. With the stakes high and the Ravens standing in their way, the duo has a shot at redemption, and maybe, just maybe, rekindling the playoff fire that's been missing for years. One thing is clear, the Steelers need changes on offense. Tyreek Hill would be a huge addition, but would he solve everything? As for the playoffs, Wilson will have to prove he's still that guy in big moments. Pittsburgh can't afford to mess up these decisions. Subscribe to the channel and stay updated on all your team's news.